Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I don't remember doing a reading for you before, so I'd like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best that I can. There's always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any, I keep hearing Sharknado. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. And they'll go, oh, I know what he's talking about. Sharknado? I never watched that. And this is not exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you'll have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He won't give me all the details. He'll give me just enough so you understand, hopefully, what he's talking about. I'm blonde. So I kept hearing, I don't know that he's actually the one saying it. Did you watch Sharknado, or does some little kid around you have a Sharknado little plastic figure or something about Sharknado? I don't remember what that movie was about because I didn't watch it. When I read the questions that you sent, when I got to the one, does he blame me? And he says, really? He says, why should I blame you? Do you blame me? Do you blame me for the way I was? Do you blame me for being the kind of person I was? Do you blame me for not conforming to what I needed to conform to be with you, to be a better partner, to be a better person? Do you blame me for not giving up my bad habits? Do you blame me for not staying? And he said that in a very, I don't know what kind of way I want to say, very solemn way. He says, so if anybody should be blamed, it should be me. I love you very much. I hope you don't hold it against me that I left. Hope you can forgive me that I left, but it was my time. And what I've been taught is we decide before we come down here what our exit point is. I don't know that we decide how we're going to exit, but we decide basically when. And it can be when you're 1 day old, it can be when you're 100 years old. That timeline can waver a little bit depending on what's going on with the people around you, how it's going to affect their life and what they're going to learn from it. But it'll be in that general area. It's like people say your number's up. I don't like that saying, but that's kind of what it is. He's talking about skin. He's talking about SKIN, skin. Did he have something wrong with his skin? Do you have something wrong with your skin? Something about skin. He says, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. And I hear you again. And I hear you again. And I hear you again. And I promise you 1,000%. They can all hear you. They can all see you. Talk to him all you want to. I'm talking about clover. CLOVER. I know sometimes my teeth don't work so well. Clover. Sometimes I'll just throw words out. happy where you're at. If you're not happy where you're at, get out of where you're at. You might need to make that choice to be happy, to get it, is to get out of where you're at. I don't know if he's talking about a house, a situation you need to move away from, unless it's making you really happy. And he doesn't seem to think it is. But he says now is not the right time yet. Not yet. Not yet. He's being a little vague in his answers that I'm asking him. If at first it doesn't work, try again. And then try again, and then try again. But don't keep trying in the same way. Try it in a different way. Because maybe it's not supposed to work that way. Maybe it's supposed to work this way. He's not even telling me what subject he's talking about. He says there's people that are happy homeless. I'm sure he doesn't want you to be homeless. That's not what he's saying. But they're still happy even though they're homeless. I'm hearing a song. Okay, he was singing Wayward Son by Kansas. Carry on my wayward son. Not sure why. Maybe that was one of his favorite songs. Maybe he loved Kansas music. Or there's a message in that song for you. He's not telling me why he picked that one. He says he met up with an old friend, a male. He says two. One he possibly went to school with, one he possibly worked with. He is very close to them. He was closer to them inside than he was physically to them, if that makes sense. He probably didn't let them know just how much he thought of them. And he was very excited when he saw them again when he got there. I asked for their names, and I don't know what it is. I used to get names exactly, and then all of a sudden we fell off the cliff. When I first started out, make this short, they all said their name was George from Texas. And I go, what the hell? It can't all be George. Now, then I got him what names exact, and now it's just kind of fuddy-duddy, and now he just said his name was George. No, we're not going back to the beginning. Come on, guys. They play games with me. I don't like it. Okay, I'm hearing the name Wayne. Now, it may not be Wayne exactly because of the way we get names now for some reason. So you might have to stretch that outside the box a little bit. It might be a male with a W-A name. Is one of them. And I feel like he's a little older than your husband. He's one of them. And I'm not getting the name of the other one. I don't know why. He said he was tired of working like a dog for peanuts. Aren't we all? Well, no, I love my job. I do it for free. Tired of working like a dog for peanuts. He didn't mind working, but he felt not disadvantaged. Why did I hear that word? Not disadvantaged. Felt underappreciated. But I loved you very much because you loved the good and the bad in me. And you healed parts of the bad in him. You made him feel like he could be loved unconditionally. He says, even when I effed up, after you got over being mad about it. And he starts laughing. He kind of whispered it. After you got over that, then and you still love me. Yeah, we got to keep him in line. We got to throw fits at him every so often. You're very precious to me. You're going to hear things moving around your house, and I don't think it's going to be like a chair dragging across the floor. It's going to be like maybe the bedspread ruffling around. You might hear that movement, or just small things, light things, not big heavy things dragging across the floor. And a lot of times they do it that way because they don't want you to think there's a damn demon in your house. I've got people that go, "Oh my gosh, I have a demon." I said, "No, it's just your grandma. It's just your grandma checking in." So they try not to scare you. It's like, I don't hear paper crinkling, but it's something like that. It's not like paper crinkling, but it's more like clothes moving, moving. You hear a little rustle. You're going to find things moving around in your house too, little things. I always tell people, if you put a big boulder in your living room and you ask them to move it, that's probably not going to happen. But it's more like, let's say you set your coffee cup down on the counter and you come back and you go, "I know I put that there. Where is it?" Or maybe you just see it moved a little bit, or maybe the handle's just turned a little bit. It may not be this big ass thing that gets done. And they've been doing that to me a lot lately. I'm still looking for my social security card, and I'll be darned, I thought I knew where it was. Several things have happened lately like that. Yeah, this isn't funny, guys. Now I got to order another one. Pick on something not so important. So it'll be smaller things like that. You might lay a piece of paper down, you might bring the mail in, and you lay an envelope there, and you come back and go, "I know I put that there. I know I put that there." So whenever anything happens like that, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. If you want more, that's totally up to you. And give him permission. Give him permission. Tell him you want signs. Don't go, "You have to bring me signs." Go, "Please bring me some signs." And they should, first time after my Bob passed, I went cemetery 10 times, and every time I went out, I go, "Where's my damn sign?" But every time there would be a white butterfly coming and circling my legs and leaving, and I was paying no attention. That was my sign. Finally figured it out. So that thing that keeps repeating, is them trying to get your attention. And it may be just as subtle as a white butterfly. It doesn't have to be a white one. He's talking like you're having trouble doing things as simple as going to the grocery store and taking out the trash. That you just don't feel like doing it. He says you need to get up and move and go do it. And go to the store and talk to people. He starts laughing. He says, "Taking out the trash is just so the house doesn't stink." He said, "Get up, go to the store, Take your time, wander around, and see who or what you see, and observe people. I want you to observe people. I don't know why. Observe them like, let's say you look at that little man over there and you go, oh, he looks really sad. And you look at a lady over there and you go, oh, she looks grouchy. And you look at somebody else over there and, oh my gosh, they're in a hurry. And oh my gosh, that other person's screaming at her kid. Something about observing each and every one of those people in a different way. I don't know why. I've never seen him say this before. Just stand there and look at somebody and go, are they happy? Are they sad? Are they this? Are they that? He says, but don't stare so long you look like a stalker. Don't freak them out. And he's laughing. I will always be with you. Your sirens will always be with you. He's going tap, tap, tap. Just keeps okay. I think we can see. I don't know if you can hear that. I'll do a little harder. Just like little taps. Like little, you might just hear one. Like there's one place I go to here in town, and once in a great while, she has a piano, and you'll hear one note. Ding. Not very often. So no, he'll he'll do his best to let you know that he's still there, and he's listening. He's listening. He's listening. He says he's listening, 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 listening. I'm listening. I understand everything you say. I understand. I know. I understand. Wipe your tears. I understand. I understand now more than you think I do. I understand more than when I was here. I understand. How could I not love you? Don't know what he means by this. He's saying you were the ice in his glass. So, like he was drinking something, you were the ice in his glass that complemented his whatever he was drinking, type of thing. You were the ice in his glass. Never heard that saying before. No, I'm never going to leave you. I will always be there. And I just posted a song, You've Got a Friend, by Carly Simon? Carol King, whatever it is. Anyway, go listen to that song. Is that the right name? Dang it, I can't look right now. You've Got a Friend is Toy Story, but it's a title like that by Carol King. Go look that up. Anyway, it's almost perfect for call on them and they'll be there. You've got a friend. Call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I will be there to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call. This came up in my last reading. And I'll be right by your side. You've got a friend. So, you don't have to talk to him out loud either. You can talk to him. We have ears up here, telepathic ears. Know that I loved you the best I could. May not have been enough for you, but it was the best I could do. I tried. At least I feel like I did. But I don't feel like I tried hard enough. So please forgive me if I didn't try hard enough, because I meant to. Sometimes life got in the way. And you're a beautiful person, don't forget that. I just kind of going, I love you, I love you. He's being silly. I love you, I love you. You could possibly hear that. And if you do hear it, he's not showing it's going to be in one ear, though. But you can even be walking through the store and you can be in the next aisle and you hear somebody go, talking to somebody else, and they go, I love you. That's still a sign from him because he's saying it right now that in that way. Like, I don't remember what happened to me the other day, but I had like 3 confirmations immediately. Boom, boom, boom. And I was walking through the store and I heard a guy walk by and he goes, Hi, Bob. That was my 3rd confirmation because my Bob, who's up there, sending me another sign that what was happening that I didn't believe was real. Long story. Very solemn. He says, so he will be there. He will be there. Sit down on the couch and talk to him all you want to. You don't have to talk out loud. You're going to see things on TV that are going to remind you of him too, and I don't know what they are. He said it'll be several things, like you'll be watching something and somebody will say something exactly like he did, or somebody will have his name, or somebody will do something exactly like he did. I don't know. He's talking like it'll be like a mishmash of stuff. But as soon as you see it, you'll know. Again, that's a sign. You'll know because he'll immediately pop in your head as, oh, sounds like my husband, or that's something my husband would say, or that's my husband's name, or whatever. They have all kinds of ways of sending you signs. It's just us opening our eyes and trusting it and being aware of it. Oh. He says, don't be afraid to sit down and discuss things with me. Even though you don't hear me, I actually will listen now a lot better than I did when I was here. And know that I will always love you. He says, please forgive me. Not sure what he means by that. It's none of my business. With that, he's going to leave. Talking about you shaking your booty. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. You don't want me to sing. Promise. Okay, now with that, he's leaving. And he's blowing you kisses. Okay, much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Have a great day.